Test. Right there. Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie. Okay, okay. Oh, that's charged. That away before we start then. Cartoon back. Alright. Here. Keep that in place. Boop. Oh, wait, no. Try that again. Boop. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Alright. Continue an Elden Ring. Maybe we'll have a nice groovy session like we did last time. Alright. First, let's make sure that everything is actually working. Kind of looks like we're up and down. So we're going to give it a little bit of time to kind of clear up on my end here, trying to see if this can, equalize itself. But I have some things to show before we actually start. So, hey everyone. Got a couple things that came today, and I'm hoping that we can maybe do this. So as you guys probably know, I have a Razer. It's a 2023 Razer Plus. AV's lagging a bit. Yeah. Right now we are looking at, what is it, about 4,600, 4,700 kilobits per second. So now it looks like it's almost 5,000. It's a little off right now. And apparently it also looks like we're running at like a nice 12 frames according to the Steam manager. So I wish I could do something about that. I genuinely could. Wish that I could do something about that. If I could, great. But yeah, guys probably know I have this phone. It's a 2023 Razer Plus, I guess they call it, mainly because of the back screen. Yeah, I had bought this. This is a replacement screen for said backup phone. Ooh, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. I will put you off to the side. Perfect. So yeah, this is supposed to go here to replace this. That's fine and dandy, but the pieces I need actually are not here. They don't come with this, which is kind of a bummer because that would have helped if it did. I actually would have this done already. So I decided to go ahead and pay the money. Even though I don't necessarily have that money, I went ahead and paid for it so I can get both of these screens done. Because right now, this is going without any protection. There's no screen protector, and there actually is supposed to be. Awesome. So there's supposed to be a screen protector that comes with this. I peeled it off because it's not really doing its job anymore. And the taps were just a little bit unresponsive at times. So I went ahead and bought this and this. So to show you what I mean, put that over. Usually a lot of these come with toolkits, so I got plenty of those. But here is the replacement screen for the back of the phone. So for comparison, there's this, and then as you can see, there's tape over this because if you notice right here, there is actually there's actually a little, like, I guess I don't know what you want to call that, but there's like a little notch here, and if you flip it over, you can see that they actually do have it placed here. So compared to this one, so now this one is just kind of be here. Yeah, this comes with everything that it needs. So this is literally a plug and play system. Hopefully this works. Maybe, I don't know. we'll see what happens. Um, as for the other device, the other screen that we're going to be replacing, the cool thing about foldable phones is that you're not going to be dealing with glass when it comes to the inner screen. Um, as you can tell, this screen, one of the things it does is that it folds, right? So you can see here, the digitizer has gone out. So typically you guys have like a film that goes over here because the digitizer is actually what's underneath this film. So the plastic is over it. The digitizer is something you really don't want to touch. That's how you get everything to look the way it does. And when it goes out, you'll know because it actually shows it in the form of lines. So as you can see right now, it's showing there. That actually happened naturally over time. And I mean, you either get that or you get what happened here, which is kind of like a brownout, so to speak, or a blackout, where the lens, where like the actual LEDs themselves just don't work. So I want this replaced. Unfortunately, I did take the residue that was here. I took it off because when I peeled the plastic to protect this, it came with a bunch of residue. That's something, again, that came out of factory like that. So when I got this kit outside of, the other toolkit that they gave us, plus extras, yeah. Again, don't really need this. I kind of took the packaging off, so that's why. This actually comes with what I assume is dielectric grease, I want to say, or some type of grease that's supposed to, I believe, go in between. The cool part about that is I don't need to apply it because it actually comes with the protective screen. And then here are some adhesive strips because a lot of these do require you to have adhesive strips. But yeah, this one is going to be the screen in question, because this is the flexible plastic one. It looks rigid because they put a rigid back on this. But if you look, yeah, it's a brand new screen. And if you look just enough, you can actually see the ridge, which means this actually has a screen protector on it. So I haven't really dealt with this. This is actually my first time working on a foldable phone like this. I've never worked on foldables before. So this will be my very first time that I will do this. Honestly, I don't even know if this is the right product. Technically, it does fit right into place. So like, if I were to do this, boom, it works. Like it fits the whole thing. Another addition to the goo drawer. Right. And this type of grease is not the same as like thermal paste, by the way. Thermal paste is going to have some consistency to it because it's meant to dissipate heat. This is mainly there. This one's going to be a little bit more viscous. So it's probably going to feel a little bit closer to like, I don't know. I don't want to say soap, but like oil per se. Because it's there to protect the electronics. And I'm assuming this is also there to kind of protect the screen itself. Because remember, everything is an electronic, so you don't want like connector shorting or any component on the motherboard or the main board to be to short and break. So I'm just going to put this back in the way that it came out. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting repair job. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to do this on stream because this is my main phone. If this were another phone, then yes, I'd feel a lot more confident. But because this is my main phone, if anything was to happen, I technically do have a backup phone that I own that does work. I used to use it for my. I used to use it as a business phone, so I can always default to that. But even that screen needs to be replaced. So yeah, when I have something, it's there until it doesn't work anymore, or until it breaks. But yep, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how that's gonna work. Is your Wi-Fi overloaded with devices? No, I would not want to say that that's the case. Because as long as the device is not being used, like we can try that. We could try that, but Like there, I swapped off, so now this is not gonna have that. Because like right now, before I swapped off on my phone, it's already at 5,000 kilobits. So it's fluctuating. It's going up and down. I don't really know half the time why sometimes it does that, but it's a thing. And my Switch 1 is off, so that device is not running. My PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 are not running right now, so like those devices are fine. If anything, I want to say maybe this computer, my dad's phones, and maybe the TV. Yeah, maybe the TV, it's what's running on the internet, so that's about it. So it should be fine. But time to head on to Elden Ring, see what the lands between has for us. I actually don't even know if you guys want me to change my location, like where my face is at. Like if you want me to be on the bottom of the screen, like the left, left top or left bottom of the screen. I don't know, but we'll see. You guys can always tell me. Yippers, it looks like Twitch and YouTube are just not happy. I know that when I don't know. I don't even think like getting my own place technically would even fix that problem. Be honest. I would say Infinite Banana Bear. That I think would make sense if I had like 20 devices connected to the network. That could potentially be an issue. There we go. But I don't know. We will find out. Refresh the pages here. So that way I could see because I can't see OBS. Since OBS always hides off to the side when I go full screen. All right, cool. Looks like it's kind of working. All right. Ah, so that makes sense. So at that point, yeah. So yeah, there's not much I can do here. The only thing I could probably do is actually just end the stream right now and come back later. To do like a full on reboot of the router. That's probably what I would need to do. The time with my cousin was because I was actively downloading games, so I was putting a load on the network while also simultaneously streaming. So I don't know. We can definitely see what happens here. The only problem is I can't really predict what happens with the Wi-Fi. So like it looks like it's kind of trying to catch up here. But yeah. Let me just go ahead and wait a little bit because I know right now YouTube's kind of complaining and Twitch is trying to catch up. The interesting thing is though that YouTube's actually further, believe it or not. So I'm just gonna run around here for a little bit just to kind of see, one, to get my bearings straight, and two, to kind of test out the stream. Let's see. Here, I want to check stream health. Find that is poor, as usual. Um, check this. Oof. Interesting. This again. Kind of get an idea. You might see my desktop. It's okay. There's nothing really important there right now, anyway. Just trying to help. Awesome. Like as long as you're able to see the like what I'm doing, I think that's what matters, right? I'm basically just trying to see. I brought up Task Manager just to get an idea of what's happening. Right now, the internet, believe it or not, I actually have this directly connected too. We're not even running off a Wi-Fi. It's a direct connection. We're running off a straight Ethernet. So, if anything, I have to go ahead and figure out what we're gonna do with that. Because unfortunately, I got Spectrum. Um, Knowing their history, they've never been the best, but the guy said that things have changed over the years, and my knowledge gap was from, a while ago. So I was like, you know what, let's give it a try because it's cheaper than AT&T. We had AT&T, this is probably not going to be an issue, but then again, I wasn't going to also agree to um, subject my dad to paying like almost $300 a month for just the two of us. And also, we weren't really necessarily getting the full amount either. Like we were actually getting part of that. We weren't even getting the amount that we paid for. So I was like, nah, it's gonna go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just do this. I'm basically blowing these guys up so we can actually have the items that they drop. Basically, going to use it for money if we ever needed to, even though they're not worth much. It's better than nothing. So we got this dude. This is not gonna be fun. If I can beat him to this and not get okay, cool, awesome. Yep, shoot right there. Just wait. I gotta get up there. That's fine. That's fine. We're good here. That's fair. Timing is just a little off now. Yep. All right, cool. These guys are not too hard. Actually, this guy is pretty good when it comes to how much you get from him. So that's why. Oh boy. This guy. All right, let's wait. We're going to wait this one out. These guys are oddly accurate with their shots, as you can see. Like, he knows where I'm at without even looking. It's scary how accurate this guy is. All of them actually are. Crazy. The charts are popping up. Chats are popping up several minutes behind. Yeah, it will. That is the delay. Unfortunately. All right, we're just gonna wait this out. All right. Fair enough. Okay, you know what, dude? Stop. Wow, we're really just gonna do this, huh? You don't even see me. All right, so we're gonna stay back for a little bit there. Cool. Got that done. Now we can actually I can go back for this because there is an item we missed. I remember seeing an item as we crossed over. Unless I picked that up already? You know what? That actually just could have been the particle effects. Yep, that could have been the particle effects. All right, so this is an interesting thing. I don't necessarily know if we're going to do this, but if we do and we actually beat this, this is actually really, it has a really useful item for us. This will help us with our weight issue. Like we'll be able to carry more. So this is actually really cool. But I don't know if I'm going to do this because these guys are not easy. You can now see the Knight of the Great Jar's Red summon sign. Yeah, so short end of this. Able to see here you better? Yep, cool. So short end of this stick is that these guys are pretty strong. They all have their own unique fighting style. Um, if we win against all three, we get I think it's a jar arsenal item. So that will end up in one of these slots and it'll allow us to carry a lot more. It increases our equipment load, so we are no longer we're no longer medium rolling or heavy rolling, or we can go ahead and put on like better gear. So it's kind of like a way to cheat the system a little bit. And what's interesting about this is that it could potentially also allow us to equip these types of weapons, which are considerably heavier. But again, it's at the risk of dying to these guys because you still lose, you lose, right? And these guys are pretty tanky. So what I will do here is pretty much not fight them, I want to say. But it's good that we have this area available to us. But I will at least try to come back here at some point in time. Maybe like after we fight our next big boss or something of the sort, because these are champions. So I think when I played this game the second time around or the third time around, I came back after I defeated the boss that we're supposed to beat, and they were still there. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of move on from this area, but we're gonna keep that area in mind just in case we want the item. And I think it's gonna be best for us to have that item when we get our fourth talisman slot. Because right now we can only carry 3 items, and I think the items what we're carrying are super useful for us at the time, or for the time being. There we go. I'm not gonna get them all. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the good thing about it is that a lot of it is just generally because of like in the moment lag as opposed to post. So anything in post is essentially going to be good. At least right now for us, it's kind of whatever, but it'll be good at least for us after the case. For now, we just have to kind of suck it up. I want to see this again. I want to see. Do we have? No, we only have flame art. Darn. If we had, honestly, like strength isn't bad, but again, we're not here for that. If we had something that was, not this, like a bleed, so to speak, that isn't this. So there are different ashes of war, as we call them in this game, that can give you the bleed effect or even frost. I would love to have this, honestly. I would love to have this. Um, I think it would be great, but it's gonna well, actually, you know what? This scales. It's not too bad. The scaling is actually pretty decent. Frost buildup would actually be good for us. The only reason why we have determination is because it gives us more physical. That initial hit is what's the harder hit there. Well, let's try that. Let's see here. Honestly, we could still even like do this too. Like we could still go this route. But this lowers our dexterity scaling to C, which is still good for us because that's still better. We're still leaning in more into dex, so let's do that. And once we use our Ash of War, I believe that also triggers the attunement there. So we should be okay. When Frostbite is enabled, basically what Frostbite does is it gives you a specific time, like a window of time of increased damage. We're gonna run away from this guy because he's gonna just wreck us. And then we're gonna die. I completely forgot about that. There is a way that we can actually survive that fall, by the way. What I did was not the way to do it, but there is a way. So we're just gonna get our stuff back. That rune bear, by the way, is not fun to fight. Oh yeah, it's possible to kill it. It's just not fun. Oh, cool! It's right here. Hello. Thank you, game. Wow, like that game was just this game is like, yeah, no, you're gonna be as close to the edge as possible, so when you get hit, you'll just fall off. I think if I have cotton, if I use the soft cotton, I could probably fall down there and be just fine. Honestly, I think that's what it is. Okay, that's just wrong, man. Your roar should not be hurting me. At least from this distance. Alright, we're just gonna do this so we can de-aggro. Alright, so we got what we need here, so we're actually okay. We can move on. Let's see. We do need to come up here to discover more of this area. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, I think at some point everyone will say that. Probably not in that context, but everyone at some point will say that. I got some people on my Discord group, and it's actually really funny. Where they'll say, "Yeah, no, I'm totally this, I'm this and that," and it's like, "Okay, man, it's okay, it's cool, man." It's like, "No, yeah, I'm this and that." I'm like, "Damn, yeah, you don't have to tell me twice, man. It's cool, it's cool." It's like, "No, no, not like that." I'm like, "Well, I don't know, man. You say this, like, come on, you know me." I'm like, "Ah, I didn't know this about you, man." Like, okay, like, all right, glad you admitted it. Oh man. But yeah, it is really funny to like use a little bit of like wordplay to like get them to say stuff sometimes that they obviously don't mean, but it's funny when you catch them in the moment. All right, so we are avoiding that one dragon there because that dragon is a pain in the butt. There is a way to cheese the dragon. Oh, I'm just gonna hop up here right now. I just seen that dude. Let me see if I can get you from here. Oh, you just jump. Ah, you have the art of jumping. There. Come down here, my trusty man. Ah, you have the ways of the fire breath. There we go. And that's why frost is really cool, because once the frost happens, you get increased damage for about 20 seconds, I say, and bada bing, bada boom, you can get them down. And bleed is pretty nasty with that. Okay, if we were to go down this route, we would be using this. From what I understand, I think Rotten Breath is probably the better dragon incantation here, but we're not doing this, so no, we are cruising. We don't need to worry about this. Okay, do we have anyone here? Nope. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. We have pretty much everywhere here, so anywhere that we can travel to at least. Oh yeah, that's to the castle. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I guess we can go fight this dragon. This dragon's name is Idzix. Idzix? Yeah, I think that's the name of the dragon. Um. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Go. Go, horse. I don't need you to just lollygag here. Really? You know what? Fair. Fair. I don't care. I'm gonna check this dragon out from a distance. It's a rare specimen. Gonna be out here in the wild. As long as it doesn't spot me, we should be okay. We could probably do a sneak attack. You could probably imagine why no one really wants to fight this guy. It's having some foul breath here. Thank you very much for that. But I don't know. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Do we have just as bad of a luck fighting this guy as like the rest of them? Another issue with this guy is that not just because this is like a typical fight with a dragon, but this dragon has the ability to poison an entire field. Yep, as you can see. Get you to. Oh, no, 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 no! Please don't. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Of course. I guess that's the benefits of being like, I don't know, about like 5 to 10 houses long or wide, or maybe longer, is that you can cover so much area. Oh crap, you're here. All right, well, we'll take the long way around. Says that I should be going straight through the front door. We're gonna go grab our stuff back. Where is it? Okay. Actually, where are you? Oh, is it underneath him? Dude, if it's underneath, that's just sad. Come on. I don't know if I want to use this. This could help us with physical damage, or yeah, physical damage. This can help us with stamina recovery, although I don't want to use either because if we die, we, lose that. Yeah, let's use this. I don't mind doing that. Actually, we're just gonna do this. I like to know where my runes are. Thank you very much, my souls, wherever you may be. Oh, right over there. Come on, run, horse, run! Get to the, get to those runes. All right, we definitely don't want to get hit by that. All right, get that at least. Nope, of course. How about I just don't play the game? Okay, so there's this lovely thing called Scarlet Rot. Oh, he's frost blighted too. Nice. Yeah, this is kind of a problem with this guy. He gets stuck behind. He gets stuck behind, and then he has to teleport back in. Actually, this could be okay. I don't care. Okay, I do care. How the heck did I... How did I get wiped out so easily? What? I don't get that. I'm pretty sure I was like full health, so how did I... Okay, you know what? Every time I question, I think I get dumber. Because, like, I'm never going to justify the logic of this game. I think the breath attack has its own damage scaling that I just didn't look at. That's probably what it was. Oh, and you were just... Okay. Gonna walk away from that. Wait. Okay, really? Right? That's so cool. And status effects like Scarlet Rot um, will go through your barrier. There's really nothing you can do. This only just helps against physical attacks. Like that. That's actually some pretty good damage. Okay. Nope. Stay away from that. Now the whole field is coated. That's cool. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Can we aim for one of the All right, cool, cool, cool. All right. Works. All right. Fine by me. Are you gonna do your breath attack? Come on, do the breath attack so I can run around. Or not. That works too. Can we please get up? All right. I see. Okay. So that breath actually does some damage. Oh, whew. Let's keep our... All right. All right, we're just gonna top off. We're just gonna have to deal with this. All right. If only I could get right there where the face is at, that would be great. Oh, you know what? I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not dead. Okay. Well, I am now. That could definitely kill me. Woo! And do that so that way we could build that up. Okay. Nice. First try. Let's go. First try. Just kidding. It was not first try. We definitely didn't die a couple times. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Just go back here. This will instantly cure us of all our ailments. If there's anything that will kill us, it's Scarlet Rot. And yeah. Okay, so now we have free reign to roam around here. This is an area and this is an area, so I technically do want to do this because there's an item we're gonna need later on in the game, and it requires us to do a specific quest line to a certain point. I might actually have to look up how far we have to go, but yeah. It's gonna require us to get a prosthetic and some other things, a needle, and so on and so forth. Ooh, nope. I thought there was something there. There's no. Swamp of Aeonia. Yep. It's okay for the horse, by the way, to get its hooves wet. It's not safe for us to get our feet wet, despite the fact that we got like armor, clothes, and everything to protect us in between. You know how it is. Don't go in the red goo, or you might get a little scared of what happens after. Okay, we don't want to. I don't want to trigger this guy's thing just yet because we don't have a save point or a site of grace we can go to. Kalid, or better known as Florida. Just kidding. Everyone likes to say it's Florida, but I think that's just only because it's way too hot here sometimes, and they use that as the running gag. All right. Yep, no. Cool. It's whatever. Okay, we should have a thing here that we can grab. Summon. Funny enough. Yep, that's what I'm gonna grab. What we just picked up is actually really useful because up until this point, we don't necessarily have a weapon that has Scarlet Rot yet. So we just simply have a summon that could essentially give us Scarlet Rot, which was the dog. Huh, apparently they're fighting each other. Nope, I guess not. Stays right there. We should be okay. Ooh, hello, you. But yeah, what we just picked up. The where is it? I've seen it. Yeah, this. So the rotten stray ashes. Very useful. It's actually our very first introduction to Scarlet Rot as a weapon, for the time being. So this is like your way of having that status effect, which is really good. Because Scarlet Rot is more potent as a status effect than poison is in this game, and I believe it actually lasts longer. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it lasts longer. Um, the only problem is this summon is pretty weak, so it can die really quickly. But I mean, if you can get the Scarlet Rot to pop off, then maybe it's not so bad. Ooh, first to try. Let's go, man. That was awesome. I never had that kind of luck. So yeah, sweet. Okay, we can leave those guys alone. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the other side, by the way. This is the other side of that where I died testing the laws of gravity. Thank you. We're just gonna grab all that we can from here. Yep. Pick up those bugs. I don't even know if this thing has like an item that would be useful, so we're just not going to bother it. Yep. Grab that. Grab that. Oh crap. Yep, you stay away from me. Those guys are usually pretty docile, but once you apply damage to them, they will be relentless. Yeah. All right. So I believe there is a trap door or something that we can go to here. I want to say. Or maybe there's just not. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Oh, we even got perfume bottles too? Dang, let's go. Okay. Yep, right here. I just gotta get down there. Gotta get down there. Please? Okay. Ooh, rock sling. That's actually pretty cool. Think that's a pretty good spell. What are you doing down here, buddy? Oh, no matter. You're dead. You're dead too. Wow, line up, everyone. Nice. Okay, cool. We got that item. And of course, if we really are kind of like strapped for cash, maybe we can sell those items, sell the stuff we discover, and then get some extra gold. Gold, money, runes, however you want to call it. Okay, this is what I'm looking for here. This is a relatively safe spot. If we can please sit down. I'd like to de-aggro, thank you very much. This is 3 levels worth. Okay. So actually that's good. That puts us that puts us at an even 50. Oh, yes. Okay. That means 10 more. All we need are just like 10 more levels worth of points. And then I can actually start I can start leveling up endurance and other and the vitality. Okay, not necessarily what I want to do here. I don't really want to be here. Because I think this is the. Oh no, I actually do want to be here. Yes. Okay. Cool. Dog's annoying. All right. Cool. I'm sorry. You call me ilk? I, as a tarnish, have no idea what you're talking about. Can you tell me what an ilk is, my good sir? I ain't no commie. I ain't no commie bug. Okay. Okay. Think of the word ameliorated as it can be delayed. Think of it as like put on pause or delayed or stuff like that. Hold on, what did you say again? Oh, great. I have to go find this thing. So he's actually talking about a needle. We got to go search for a golden needle. Because essentially that is what's going to stave off or ameliorated. It would ameliorate or keep at bay. That's the word I'm looking for. Keep at bay the effects. Okay, this guy. I want to try to beat this guy quick. Of course, I should have not done that. That was on me. Ah, crap. Nope. You don't see me, man. You don't see me. I didn't mean to do that. Let's change. We're gonna reset his aggro. Because I don't want the troops. Wait, how is Commander O'Neill's? His range is not this far. Ain't no way, man. There's no way. Okay, seriously? Thank you. I was gonna say, I'm like, uh-huh, are we really gonna go this far? It's like stopping me from being able to go to a map because of, oh, I don't know. Because of his range. Alright, let's do this now. I am running in the wrong place. Let's go over here. Honestly, I don't even know how Torrent doesn't get Scarlet Rotted. Because if even the gods can get blighted, then can I get off the horse, please? And that should mean that someone like Torrent should be able to get blighted too. Nice. I believe he can also be afflicted with Scarlet Rot. Okay, guys, this is the reason why I hate this fight. Come on, go. Um, bro, oh my goodness. Why do we stand in place? I thought we could just go. Yeah, this game is slow, man. Like I've been pressing other buttons to like go, and it's just when I get to a specific point that it does that. Like I don't get that, man. That's so stupid that even happens. All right. Wow. Okay, so you guys are apparently snipers too. Let me see here. Should have blood loss right here. I'll use this. Stops us from getting afflicted by scarlets. Let's see if we can egg this on, like egg it out. Kind of bait these guys. I don't think you can jump that far. Oh, you can, dude. What can you do, or what can't you do? That's not fair. I have to find like some weird roundabout way to actually get these guys to like jump to certain surfaces, and they're like, I'm just gonna go up, and then we should be good. But yeah, I do think. Oh, I don't want to fight you either. I only got one dude here, and that's the guy I want to fight. So now he's just buffing up his men while also keeping everyone, while also having everyone in a line, which is not very fair. The good thing is I have seven of these healing. Wow. This game. I think the game can suck sometimes. Can I please drink? Alright. So maybe I can get this guy to step out just a bit. We could do this. All I need him to do is kind of like step out here. From what I understand, ooh, um, nice try, buddy. From what I understand, uh, he snapped back. He can get scarlet rotted by the geysers, and that is something that I could try to try out. It is the aiming in this game is so bad. It is not just this game though; it's like all of them. They're all equally as bad because they have such poor priority. Can I please like jump? This is stupid, man. Like, I don't know. I guess when they built the logic in this game, they're like, we're gonna make this hard by basically saying that you're not allowed to move when you get hit. And I always look at everything from a very realistic standpoint. So, for example, if someone is physically holding you down and hurting you, that's probably the equivalent of not moving at all in that sense. But if you're here, fuck you, stupid horse, man. You're a horrible horse. You're a horrible steed, man. Believe it or not, this guy is of course, dude. My dodges just don't dodge. Can I? Okay, I'm not even allowed. I just was not allowed. So the thing about this guy is that basically in order to beat him, you kind of have to beat him before he summons his men. Otherwise, you have to focus on every single one of his troops, which really suck because they're all spectral troops. So what that means is that he could just summon them back. So it's like if you don't do the damage right off the rip, then you're just kind of screwed. Like as you can see there, his guys just constantly attack. It also sucks that all those guys are doing what they're doing. All right, get rid of you. I'm okay with just one of those guys because I think if as long as we don't get rid of all of them, then we're good. Please, thank you. All right, we're gonna have to keep track of that. The delay, like the amount of delay in his attack is ridiculous. I hate it. Then again, I'm so used to games that are so much faster pace that that's actually not fair. You know what? Screw you, Neil. Really? Can I move, please? Wow. That's so stupid. I know they intentionally did that. I think that is the one thing of this game that I absolutely abhor to the maximum is the idea of not moving. And I get it. It's a Dark Souls mechanic that has been around since the very beginning. And I think it's a mechanic since I don't know the very first types of those games. Get my Nope. Whoop. What is going on, man? Nope. You're going to be increased in damage, but you won't be able to use it. Are we running? Dude, like, I don't know what's going on, man. This, it's acting up. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, yeah, that's me being stupid. All right, so we're going to go ahead and navigate around. We can grab these items. That's useful. That's going to be useful, I will say. That's going to be useful. Okay. Perfect. I'm okay with that. I hate you with this stupid delayed reaction. Can I please? All right. Since the healing is so abysmal in this game, we're just not going to trust it. Okay, that actually should have worked. All right. Nope, we're just going to do that. Awesome. Okay. All while gambling. Gotta love the gamble. Okay. Oh, bro, that is so cheap. That was cheap. Okay. That was cheap. I would have been able to get the riposte off, the riposte off, but that was just not happening. So if I can get his men, his spectral men, to step far enough away, can I please jump? Then I should be able to single him out. If I can get them up here, then that should give me some time. Or I could just finish them off one by one, actually. I could do that too. So if you can just up here. Both of you can get up here. I will be a happy camper. No? Okay. I mean, you could. It's your loss up here. It's a really good view. Great view up here. Okay. Oh, you're gonna come over here? Hey, that works. Yeah, come here. Come, guys. All you have to do. Move your way over here. Come here. I mean, all three of you at once if you want to. I mean, I'm not gonna be picky. I'll take that. That's one. I mean, okay, you know what? If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna come up with this strategy if we're gonna do this. I don't even know if that actually works. I know that the Bewitching Branch does. Oh, nope, you're gonna come back? Okay. Okay. Oh, no, you're gonna come here too? Oh, this freaking stupid. The stupid aiming in this game is absolute trash. Oh, you fell? Oh, of course. You fell and I have 0 stamina. Rip me. Rip bozo me, I guess. Alright. You should be able to jump up here, right? Oh, screw yourself, Archer. I will take care of you. I just gotta wait for the other guy to come up here, and then I'm going to take care of you. Because I don't want to... You know what? Actually, maybe that's the guy that's weak. Yes. Cool. And we're going to get rid of you, because now I'm actually tired of you. Wow, you ran? There's no way. I tried to dodge, but the game was just like, nope. Wow. See, that's stupid, man. If we didn't have input delay in this game, I would actually have beaten him because I was doing this the whole time. I was clicking R1 the entire time. I need a longer cable for this because this is like the shortest USB-C cable that I possibly can have. And I do not believe what I have is actually going to be long enough. I don't even know if this actually works like this. Let's find out. Hopefully this works. Cable extension. Okay, it does. Again, I don't know if this is going to try. Actually, just the regular cable would suffice just fine. Yeah, you know what? No extension. We're just going to use the actual cable because this, I can actually show it. It's going to be just fine. Give me a moment. I want to check something real quick. I want this to kick itself off so that way I can check OBS. See something here. Cool. Awesome. So that's working. Apparently, I just did not have... I don't know. Was the audio on for you guys? How you doing, Cade? How's it going? Oh, it's now working. Okay. Apparently, yeah, I don't know if you were hearing anything or not. I just noticed myself. Let's go ahead and hop back into Elden Ring. Because, yeah. This game, again, is a little funky when it comes to that. How are you doing? Okay. Awesome. It wasn't too bad, though. We were actually doing pretty good. Please let me... Okay. 3, please. Alright. Alright. And apparently we have to walk the drink, so that's a weird thing too. Okay. Alright. That's fine. I mean, I don't mind this. Like, we're gonna get hit either way. But, like, at the very least... That's ridiculous. That was like an AoE. You're lucky, Neil, that like, you know, you have 5-second delays. My brain does not register 5-second delays. You're like super lucky. It registers like 2-second delays. Cause like my brain must be moving at the speed of freaking light against this guy. Okay, I honestly think this is all just bad timing now. I swear, I hate Neil in this game. He's like the one guy who is literally my kryptonite because of his timing being so poor. Wow, we're not even halfway. You know what? I might as well just take the L at this point because I can't hit him. Yeah, I'm gonna just end up taking the L, man. Bro, this stupid timing is garbo. Wow. Okay. Well, this is the dream. We're on dream mode now. Oh my gosh, the pivoting was so poor. Alright. That works. Actually, this isn't too bad. The ambush style of attacking is kind of there. Let me just go! Of course, of course. This guy sucks, but we need him. We need to take him down. That's the problem. We need to take him down, and if we want to do this quest line. Although he's supposed to be a really easy boss compared to another one that we'll fight much, much later that is very similarly named, but has a completely different mechanic, even though it's very similar. Dude, I hate the pivoting in this game. I'm actually learning about the many different things I hate about this game, which are a lot of like very minor stuff. A lot of this is just like minor gripes. Because like, in real life, when you go to fight someone, you can pivot real hard and still be able to, like, hit hard. You don't need to... You wouldn't necessarily need to worry. Alright. Let me just do this. That would have been the perfect time to go and attack him, but screw me. There we go, finally dead. I swear that actually was, like, somewhat on time. Okay. See, that's also pretty stupid, too. I pressed a button. Okay, you know what? No, I'm pressing buttons, and they should be working. I'm gonna say BS on that, because I should have actually survived that. Not gotten the hit. And his Scarlet Rot buildup is stupid insane. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, see, look, that's so dumb. That is so dumb, but see, then again, he has a weapon that works for him, right? Like, that is something that works. Like, I have to just predict when he's gonna try to jab me. which is annoying. And of course, my guy takes like a year to actually attack, so that's another thing I don't like. I will say though, oh my gosh, dude, you can't make it! Can't make it up! Can't fake it! That would have been perfect for me! That would have been perfect for me, but it takes like a freaking business year for this dude to do anything. Oh boy. Because like when I go to attack, like I understand, my R2 attacks take time. 1, 2, 3. If I hold it all the way down, it takes like 3 actual seconds to do that. But what's really stupid about this is that it takes forever for him to follow up. And then I have to like have a freaking cooldown on my dodges because I'm used to enemies just bum rushing me or attacking rapidly. And then of course having someone like Neil here is super annoying because then he takes like 5 seconds before he lands his first attack. Actually, it's really nice that these guys... hello? Okay. Very troll moment there. Nope. See, that's the part that I'm afraid of, because I don't want to get hit. You know what? And we don't even run, too. Like, we take forever to run as well. Yep, see? I got, like... I literally dodge half... like half a frame or something, or whatever you want to call it. It takes me... Yeah, I gotta be, like, a lot tighter on my timings there, because that's the stuff that's really dumb. I can... Here we go. That helps me at least. I'm going to just run away. So that way I can get these guys to stay away from him. Nope. Oh my goodness. Bro, what is wrong with this game? I swear. I cannot roll the literal steal, I guess. Alright. How we're gonna do it then? Alright. Now we're gonna beat you, Neil. Not Niall. That's a different dude. We're gonna beat you, Neil. If, you know, this game actually allows me to. You know what? We're just gonna do this. You like spamming your abilities? I'll spam mine. Get absolutely destroyed. There you go. So that is what we need. And now we can go ahead and return back to the guy. Yes. Okay, so there was no audio. I am glad there is audio now. Because I did see on OBS. I just wish that when I play this game specifically, that they actually allow for off-screening to happen. Because when I go to play this game, I think it's like, there's one of a very few amount of games that does this in my collection, where when I play this game, it doesn't matter if it's borderless, if it's full screen.
As promised.
it will just go ahead and completely take my other screen and just make it useless. Like it's just really just the desktop right now, while my left screen has everything else.
This isn't the work of a true artisan. Can you?
That's weird. All right, cool.
As,
All right, so there is an intended way to go up in this game. I'm going to attempt the way that is not intended, because we can regain what we lose, right? So it's not going to be too much of an issue. But there is an intended way, and like I mentioned, this is not going to be that way. The goal is to try to get up there. So. And there are some chests we can get here as well, so I mean, we could do that. This area is really annoying too. Alright, let me see if I can find a way up here. The audio is working the whole time. Just cuts in and out. Ah, when the stream lags. Okay, so you were hearing the game audio, right? And not my voice? Because if you were hearing my voice only, then that tells me that the game audio was not enabled. Oh my... All you guys want to die, don't you? Like, I'm literally just moving through here, but it seems like you guys just want to die. Oh, that was worth a try. Okay. Find a way up here. There we go. That's one way of doing it. Alright. Cool. Let's go get this. We're gonna go collect our seed here. Still can get jumps. So we're gonna just do that. That will be the way. Of course. There we go. Never did that before, but you know, first time for everything. Flip ourselves up. So we want to try that. Try and get this branch. We got to go over there to get up here. Otherwise, there are those things we can get here. That'll be like decent. But I don't know if I want to. Worst thing that happens is that we have to like just come back here. That's not gonna be high enough. And there are a couple bosses here too. So I mean, like, we could do that actually. While we're here, why not? Because these are free bosses. So we'll just have to go back up. Gonna traverse here for a bit. I'll do that, yeah. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We're just gonna hop up. I wouldn't say you're crazy. I mean, like, I've had those moments too where I'm like, oh, I swore I heard that. Alright, seal's broken. Sweet. Alright, we can actually fall here. Just need over there. Oh. Definitely want that. I mean, it happens, you know, that's all I can say, it happens. I think once I can get very comfortable with this game, I might actually attempt a speedrun. Like, I actually want to try to see, like, what my baseline would be in this game. Oh, I hate this bug. How am I gonna do that? Oh yeah. Cool. First try. I've always had to chase that creature down. Stupid beetle. Alright, so we got those two. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna actually... Well, I'm apparently gonna hop all the way down. You didn't see me, guys. Didn't see me. They would now pursue me, because that's just how these guys are. They're empty upstairs. Right. Try to drop down here. Is it right there? Yep. That. Is that a spot? Yes, it is. On that bin. Oh, I'm gonna have to time this one. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this? Jump up here. Summon the horse. And 1, 2. Done. Okay, so this one's not too bad. Unless you're a retarded horse. That should have worked. Orange, I started liking you a lot less the more times I play this game. Problem is, you are very useful at moving around in areas, so I have to keep you. Without you, I would not have the movement tech that I would essentially have access to. But I would totally, like, Yoshi jump you if I had the opportunity to. Alright. Awesome. We got this done. Seal has been broken. This is actually really cool for us because what this means is now we have some goodies that we can go collect in this area, as well as, well, boss fights, actually. Alright, well, we can go back through here, right? I'm gonna punch you, man. Can I move, please? Like, I would like to move. That move is actually really good. Man. Okay, you know what? These statues. Wow. I knew that was gonna happen too. That is just so stupid. That is so stupid. No room to heal. Really, no room. I got cornered. I was like, I'm gonna die here. It doesn't matter. I'll be okay. If you're one conversation away from the nut house, that means I'm already kind of a resident there. Well, like, it doesn't... At that point, it's like, alright, cool. We'll probably just exchange stories then. Because, yep. Because, already there. Probably also because I've admitted myself thinking that there's actually something wrong upstairs. When I could potentially just be perfectly fine upstairs, just... really... just probably get annoyed about stuff quick like you. You stayed in the corner? Oh my goodness, man. We just don't run. It's so annoying that we just can't run. Good. Now all three of you are dead. I can actually think for a second. That was one. Nope. 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 No, no, no. We're gonna stop that right now. We're gonna stop you too. Cool, cool, cool. I can breathe now. Just for a second. Moment of respite. Nope. You're not doing that? Although it's weird how you guys have roa fruits. Horse food, basically, in this game for Torrent. That was actually really good timing. Okay. There should be a chest down here, too. Right? Should be a chest. I don't know if there is, but there should be. Never really paid much attention to the areas in this game. I probably did. I'll say I probably spent more time in certain areas more than others. This being one of those that I don't usually frequent. As you could probably see why. I mean, I'll take that hit. You're not running. Oh, hello, you. Oh, good, you didn't flip out. Woo! Okay, so we're back here. Let me go over here, because I believe there's another one here. There should be one that has like a chest that I can go to. Because there's like a total of 3 spots in this game that have hidden chests. And they're usually all protected with a barrier. So those briars that we lit up were there to pretty much lower those the walls down. This is confirmed. Yeah. Right? Okay. If I can remember where the other chests are, it would be so much fun if I can collect side. You remember? This horse took a jump away from me. Okay, nope. Not there. Oh, there's one around. Wanna try that again? Do that again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, nope. Okay, cool. I love it. But we understand each other now. Wanna do that again? No, you're gonna do something. Cool. That way I can freely explore this area. Not be stuck under the clutches of magic around here. There's nothing over here too far away. There has to be 3 of these guys. Or 3 briars to light, which means 3 areas. Oh well, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna just continue. Oh, come on, dude. You know what, horse? You kind of waited. You know what? It's my fault, actually. Actually, I'm not gonna blame the horse for that one. Although I should. I'm not gonna blame it. Okay. This should not be hard. I should not have a need to do anything here. Okay. Really? You get your sword whip out of here. Cool. You know, I'm pretty sure you've seen the button pressed, but stuck in animation. I would hate to constantly have to buff up before every single fight, because I should be able to. I can tell by The currently, what is it? The 50. What is it? The 50 dexterity that it was starting to do some work. So it was actually working. Very good there. Okay. Alright, this game is going to tell me to go screw myself then. Okay. That's stupid. Alright, so you have a chain hammer or something? I hate this. It's probably why I don't play rhythm games anymore. Like I used to play DDR when I was younger. I used to play Rock Band and Guitar Hero. But I think nowadays I've kind of done away with rhythm games because rhythm games forces you as an individual to play to their rhythm, to their beat. And like there are days where I do want to play those types of games because I'm like I don't really want to constantly be doing a lot of things at once. I just want to follow a rhythm and then go from there. But in games that I really don't want to do that to or with, great. I have to figure out a way back up there. I don't want to have to go all the way around. I don't want to have to, but knowing this horse, never mind, I'm wrong. Guess I'm just not. I'm going to stay silent on that one. This horse proved me wrong. Oh. You know what? Fine. Guess we will use this. Oh my goodness, man. That is stupid. And then I love how the whips here, because these are like actual, those types of weapons are real weapons, just not this one. Like, I've never seen a whip sickle, because that's literally what that is. It's a sickle that also acts as a sword whip. Sword whips do exist. They're very impractical weapons. You can actually hurt yourself, and more times than not, that was kind of like the concern with that. You're getting jumped here because I'm sick and tired of you. Can you aim, please? A whip mace I've also never heard of, so like that's something that I think is exclusive to this game. These guys are not very hard. They're super easy to essentially fight. And you do get a weapon from them. I don't know if we're going to be using it, though. Cool. You got Lusat's Glintstone Staff, which is actually a... that is a... I want to say key item for a it's a quest item. That's what it is. Side questing item. Alright. Now that we beat those guys, we should be good to go. I guess we'll just take the long way around. So there's like a bit of a glitch here where you can essentially hop on to like that branch and then like hop your way up to skip going through here, right? It would skip going through here. Okay. I mean, we can go up here. We can go the long way. It's not like it's gonna hurt us any. There is a ball that we're gonna have to avoid. That. I believe that should be it when it comes to that. Just kidding. No. Well, I think it just killed itself. It sure did. Excuse me. Oh, it's the undead. Never mind. Alright, so we need to actually make our way up here. Cool. This horse is absolutely insane. I hope I iterated that just enough times. Okay. I'm actually going to go to that building, the church that was over there, because that means that if we can go to the church, then we can actually, like, go to the site of grace. Go ahead and grab this, because this is actually pretty cool. Yep, that's going to be good for us. Plus, this is where we need to be anyway. Plus, it has these items. We can actually sell these. Alright, let's talk with her.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse. Not to be meddled with by man. If you are wise, you will leave, and my flesh writhes with scarlet.
Alright, so basically what we have to do is that needle that we found, we're going to have to give it to her. In order to give her the needle that we got repaired, we actually do have to come here and then essentially stick it in her.
If you are wise, you will. My flesh writhes.
Oh, apparently we didn't go. Draped. Alright. Could be good, I think. We got the needle, right? Wait, we have the needle, right? Oh wait, no, that's it's already not key item. Yes. Oops. Could do. Wanted to go all in. Actually, hold on. Oh, equipment. Let's see if we actually have something that's going to be useful. For this area, I don't think so. Although, what is it? Immunity would be good for us because immunity helps with. Yeah, immunity is going to help us here. Or if we really wanted to, we could just go that route. Actually, that would increase our poise. Be kind of crazy. Although we do want some type of defense. Immunity will protect us against magical based attacks. We probably would want something. Yeah, we want at least a little bit more poise. Yeah, so let's actually take a look at what we got. That did give us a lot of poise, but seeing how we're here, I think I want to have weight and give us more chance to have a lot of the like Scarlet Rot and other statuses gain. We don't want it to gain so quickly. Really anything here, huh? 20. Okay, so we're gonna do 37. 9. Yeah. Okay. Sure, okay. That's gonna have to work for now. Ooh, this increases faith by 1. Yeah, we'll eventually increase these stats later. Things. Yeah, I definitely don't look creepy. Terrifying.
If you are wise, my flesh
How is it that we... Oh, you know what? Did the guy... Hold on for a second. We should be able to give this to her. Oh. Oh yeah, we could use this if we had the faith. We could actually use Flame Cleanse Me, because Flame Cleanse Me would actually be really useful here. Oh no, this would be... Okay, yeah. Yeah! Oh, this is for... Oh, this is for the attire. Gotcha. So that's for outfits. Okay, we got the Dectus Medallion. Actually, we can go to the lift. We do that right now. We have the unalloyed, right? Don't we have the unalloyed? Didn't pick that up. Alright, well, let's go back to the guy. We'll go back to the guy, talk with him, and hopefully he gives us the unalloyed needle. I can't believe he reassembled the needle and then just not give us the needle. Interesting. Hey, talk with you.
I have awaited your the needle. Will you give it? I will reward.
Ah, that's why, because it takes some time. That's right. So I had to actually wait. That's what happened. Well, I would have to actually wait for him to assemble it and then on like doing like quote unquote full rest.
If you are wise, my flesh.
Here we go.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how?
Simple, you just put it in.
Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within.
Yeah.
Would you mind
Trust the Bugman.
averting your
Bugman
eyes for a
has the
moment?
solution. If you do see that it's blacked out, it is intentional.
That was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
Okay, yep, so we're gonna have to rest again. Fine, once we exhaust dialogue, then we...
My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now...
Well, don't worry, there's a new one right here in front of you. Bugman.
I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this. By way of thanks.
Prosthesis wearing arrow. Forget what this actually does.
I'm considering leaving. On a journey, with the needle buried in my flesh. I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again.
Maybe if you've been keeping track of the story, guys, but Millicent looks a little familiar to that red hair. It might be someone's child.
I'm considered the needle by destiny.
Might be someone's child. Yep, she's gone. Cool. So, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say there's another place that we can go to, but I'm going to go over here to the Ertree Gazing Hill because she should be over here. If certain events skipped, she should be here. If not, then I'll have to go look up like where she's actually because there's I believe there's another place that she's supposed to be located in before here. But yeah, there's definitely another place. Let's see. Where would Millicent be? Alright, and because we are out of that place, and go ahead and start putting stuff. Slash. I don't know, when we get there to the boss, we probably can use Slash. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get up now. That on. Yep. Although the Ronin set is a really good set, very solid. Might not actually really up about it, but it is really nice. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to look up how to progress Millicent's quest line. Oh. Pretty cool. So that way we can get this going. Because I actually do want an item from her. The thing is that she technically has 2 items that we could be looking for. If I choose to fully do her quest line all the way to the end, then basically we can get the better version of the item, but a lot of people end up going for the prosthesis. And that's something that we're going to look forward to. In the Valkyrie's prosthesis in Shaded Castle. And give it to Millicent near the... Okay. Let me see if we actually have that, because if we do, then I just have to see where she's at. Yeah, because these are key items. Prosthesis would be here. Shaded Castle, that's the runes. Reset. So we actually might need to go over here or something for that. Because I do not remember where the Shaded Castle is. There's a lot of places to go around here. Alright. I believe I went over there. Every little bit counts. We let most of them live and, you know, only pick off a couple of them here and there. Maybe a few. Wait. Alright. Pick on those guys. That, I believe, could kill me. Actually, we should be okay with this one. Gravity might not be our worst enemy here. Just gotta find a good place to drop. Here. Yeah. Gravity's not our worst enemy here. Ooh. Yes. Okay, so this is actually where we need to be. I do not like the fact that there is no... Okay. I'm not going to talk to him just yet. Do we have a Grace? I have Grace? I guess this could work. Hey, that dog just booked it. Okay. Correct. Alright, let's talk to this guy. So Yuri, this is where he's supposed to be. This is, I believe, his final destination, because this is his final spot when it comes to hunts.
Eleonora. It seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off the cesspool no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh.
Immaculacity.
Your fire.
She does have a really good weapon too. And we get another good weapon, the Nakakiba. I believe as we're... Yep, I was going to say, I believe as we are trying to leave, she will come to attack us. Yep, we don't want that. Her blade's actually really good. Or just... Okay. Well, good. Actually, that was the easiest Eleanor fight I've ever had. And the Purifying Crystal Tier. Awesome. Alright. That's actually huge. Because her pole blade is actually pretty decent. So we would probably want to start speccing into this, but we need Arcane. Yeah. Take a look at this. Yeah, this is actually going to be nice. I want to see, can we follow this up? Yeah, okay. Awesome. So that actually ends this. We do have to come back here, I believe. I want to say we can come back here for this, but he's kind of dead right now. Seek armor. Time for revenge. Lo, behold, samurai. Let's see. Yeah. This weapon is pretty good. We're just going to need to level it up, though. Because, you know, not going to do a lot of damage right now. In order for us to actually really make do with what we have here, we are going to have to increase our arcane, make full use of it. But intrinsically it comes with bleed. Because this is a polearm, it's going to be a multi-hit weapon, just like this. So this means that it's going to be like double the progress to popping off the ailment. Okay. Actually, this is crazy because this actually means that we're on path. This is on path. Alright, just gonna walk. There we go. Yep, we're on the other side of that, which means... Yep. Ooh, hold on. This is where I think it is? It is. Oh. We're over here. Interesting. We're actually over here. Oh, we could take a sidetrack. Or we can go sidetrack this for a little bit. Mount Gelmir. I do want to find Millicent, though, so... Alright. Defeat Command and I'll... give it to Gallery to repair and send... You know what? I may need to go to Gallery again. I may need to go to him again so that way... he can... Yeah. Yeah, I might need to do that so that way we could try to push it, because I'm pretty sure that's what we need to do. I'm gonna go back here. I'll see if he has extra dialogue. If he doesn't, we're just gonna move on. Because supposedly there is a shaded castle that I'm supposed to go to, I guess, have Millicent show up. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Oh, hello again. So I decided to pay a visit, hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to. Well, I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must.
Okay, cool. So we are good now. Yep, then we go here. I want to say... Let me see here real quick. Also did spirit and choose to summon her to fight her. Okay, so... Because if we actually progress all the way with her... Oh, there she is. Yeah, if we progress all the way with her, then what happens is that we can get like the best version of the scaling item.
The Scarlet. I rather vexed.
So,
I should like. I think in the lands that lie beyond.
okay, so she's talking about the north.
She's passed into the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
But she's talking about someone else. You see, obtain a Valkyrie prosthesis, a shaded castle, and give it to Millicent near the Erd Tree. I gotta figure out where Shaded Castle is. Second, please. Where Shaded Castle. Alright. Oh, the Shaded Castle's down there. Gotcha. That place. Okay. So, basically, the choice we have here... We can't get the Shaded Castle yet, then we have to actually, I think, unlock this area. Yeah, we gotta unlock this area. Alright. Oh. Cool. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna comb this map real quick so that way we can find out for certain if that's the case. Because if it is, then we'll just make progress. Which, unlocking the new area is basically going to force us to go back to fight another boss. So that way we can make progress there. We're gonna need to go there. We're gonna go to the Bridge of Iniquity. But yeah. Actually not too bad. Alright. You'll need to visit Shady Castle, medium size. Altus Plateau. Yeah, look at Altus Plateau. And then I believe we can actually employ her assistance against the guy that's, I think, over there. So then let's go do that. Let's go unlock it because once we can get the prosthetic, give that to her. She has 2 items. You can only get one of the 2 items in this game. Millicent's prosthesis is one of them, and I forget the other name, but they both got the same thing in common. They're both scaling-based gear. So basically what happens, like the more you hit, the higher the scaling is, and it works really well if you have a multi-hit weapon. Like, for example, what I have. The hook claws are a multi-hit weapon. Eleanor's polearm is another multi-hit weapon. Stuff like that would really help, and the scaling is not too bad. But most of the people usually go for the lesser of the 2, so the weaker one. Mainly because, one, you don't have to be as fully invested into the story with her questline as you would if you go for like the final piece. Though I will say, if you go for like the final piece, it is definitely worth it. The only problem is that the area that you will be in when doing that is it's pretty. What was that? It's pretty difficult. Okay, I think I was hearing things. I also don't want to go down there. Kind of sucks. Guys are hard. Let's see. We are in the Altus Plateau. This is actually impressive. So basically what I did is I took the alternative route to get to Altus Plateau. Otherwise, the legitimate way to get to the Altus Plateau would be to get the 2 Dectus Medallion halves. That's what we did. And from there, you would just take the lift. The Dectus lift. To get to Altus Plateau. That is the front door method. Or you could do like what I did, go all the way around and basically like parkour your way inside. Okay. Come here. Come here. You're not running away. I would like every one of those beetles. Nope. You can just go away. There is a boss, I believe, in the area. It is, it's a very annoying fight. And it has a new challenge for us, and it's called Not Dying, because it literally has something called Death Blight. Which, as you can probably imagine, when that meter goes full, you won't. You will be emptied of your life. It will just kill you. So, yeah, we don't really want to fight that guy. But everything here wants to, you know, kill us. Whoops. Yep, we'll take that. Nothing looks too far out of the norm. Nice, got more cotton. That's gonna be useful. Yeah, I can find a safe spot here. We're gonna just... There we go. Make this easier for me. Alright, so we need to go over here. No. Okay, cool. Don't mind me. Do not mind me, boys. I'm whatever you want to be called. Because I'm just trying to get out of here. Trying to grab some stuff and leave. Oh, Wrath of Gold. Nice. Yep. Okay. I don't know how I did that. That's cool. The jellyfishes. Basically. Possibly. The jellyfishes are actually really nice. They're very docile. The only time they will do anything to you is if you attack them. That will kill me. So we're not going to test gravity there. We can test it here. Cool. I'm most certain that probably wouldn't have just like one-shotted me, but you know, you just never know. Okay, so there's nothing. Gotcha. No hidden walls. Alright. Head on this way. Going down the road, on the road again. Nope. Screw you. Screw you. Should have a grace maybe up here. Oh, there's a boss up here. That I do know. So there should be a site of grace up here. Weren't we just here? I'd like to say we were. I can most certainly be wrong about that, but I'm sure we were just here. Oh. Yes, we were. Alright. I'm not all that crazy. I got something left in me. Cool. Here we go. This is where we need to be. I think there's only one specific location where coming here to pick up the map piece is not, it's not the way to go. Cool. Yep, so there is something here that we'll need to grab. We're going to need to fight that dude, but that requires us to be down here and go through here. Now that we've technically visited this area, we probably now should be heading back. So I'm going to make my way straight ahead to the lift over there, because I believe we've already hit the cursor, or like the precursor to an event being triggered. So we've triggered the event. For the festival, the Radahn's festival. So, this is, I think, one of two ways to trigger it, I want to say. Because I believe the other way is by talking with Alexander. That's going to be another area. Oh! It's nighttime? Ooh. Nice. Okay. I don't mind. Go. Oh, look. The little ghost. Okay. Nice. That was actually crazy. Alright, we're going to stay away from these guys because I don't want them to be aggroed. Great. They've been aggroed. Ooh, that was actually really good. Can we not? I have one guy I'm aiming at. Please, let me aim at that guy. Okay. Take that. Okay. Oh, hello? Oh my gosh, dude. Can we? Oh, you know what? It is entirely possible that we're just too far away. Oh my goodness, I hate this ADD bullcrap with like not aiming at the enemy. Oh, that's cool. He's just flying now. Oh, you guys see it first. You see it here first. He has an invisible horse. He's the Ghost Rider. Apparently I'm fighting a Ghost Rider now. That's cool. Still work? Nah, I'm stomping the ground now. Oh my goodness, we're back to this now. Alright, everybody wants a piece of me. Nope. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? That's my fault. That was my fault. It's not my fault. We take for freaking ever to drink in this game. Piss on your manners. Game. Yeah. That really sucks, dude. If these guys just never bothered to fight me, we would have been able to one life that fight. But like this stupid guy is so close to them, it's just dumb. And if I sit, the problem with this is that if I actually wait until nighttime after getting rid of those guys, they will come back. So I was like, it doesn't even matter. This is just really poor. It's strategic placement. I think that's what that is. The strategic placement. Add charge to flask. That's good. Increase the amount. That's good. We definitely want that because now that's 1. Because basically what that does is that it allows us to have more effective heals. I'll take it. Oh, really? Who you now? But I do want to find Shaded Castle, so like if there is a chance that we can find that castle, then we should be good. Where is he? Because this is nighttime. He's there? Cool. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of you guys now. Yep. We don't have to worry about this. Now it's just you and I, big boy. That's bull. Oh, but wait. I forgot. It takes me like a century to do this. Alright, we'll just game that way. Okay. Nope, you're fine. You're good. Ah, clipped him. Good. I actually wanted you to get clipped. That first run was actually like really solid. Okay. All right. Awesome. There's, I think, a bleed proc there. Okay. That was just poor timing. Okay. Why are we aiming? Dude, see? I actually hate the aiming in this game, but it's like, it's almost needed. Ooh, we got the riposte? Dude, that's sick. Alright. I actually got the riposte off. That's, insane. I mean, yeah, if you can get behind the enemy, then yeah, you could definitely do that. Didn't expect to, but that was actually really cool. That was really cool. Alright, we can get rid of you. Wait, why do I have you over here? Okay. Get rid of you. We don't need more. We have not gone to that cave, so we're just I'm gonna keep that one open. I've gone there, so we're good. That was just so I can get the K-lid. Isolated merchant shack. This is gonna give us a guy that we can go fight. He's a bit annoying, but we can see how we do against him. Dude, let's find out. Let's see how we fare against him, because this particular enemy has different locations that you can fight him in. One of them we will have to fight him. in if we're going to go down the quest line. So like we're not gonna have much of a choice. I forget if he comes at any time or nope. Or if he just shows up at like or if he shows up at a specific time. Let's do daytime because I think he just shows up around daytime. We're just gonna do morning, I wanna say. And if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be the harder one. Yeah. That's why, if it isn't clear. Yeah, he's definitely the harder one. If only I could drink, I don't know, a bit faster, I would be super happy. Figures. Figures. This is probably not the one I should be fighting anyways, but I was gonna give it a try. That was worth it. There's another one that we can go to as well. We have to believe we have to wait until nighttime for that one.
Unusual. Did this aged merchant have something that caught your eye?
Oh, you're just wearing a mask altogether. Gateway, hidden cave.
Have a safe journey.
Alright, so yep, that was that. Alright, so the other one we can try is going to be over here. Somewhere. I believe it is going to be the War Master Shack for that one. Let me see. War Master Shack at the yeah, it's the other one. I believe it's the weaker version of him. Actually, yeah, it would not be here. Let's go to War Master Shack. I believe we would have to meet up with the guy and wait. Because we'll know if we triggered him if he's not here. I believe. I think that's how that works. So past time, morning. That or I could be wrong and he could just show up. Oh, he's there. Okay, so maybe we can still trigger this guy's arrival. That or I believe it's nighttime for this location. Let's do nighttime. Some of these is like you wait until night, others you wait until morning. I see he's here. Can we still get the other guy? Huh. Because I know if we kill this guy, like if we actually just end Burnhall's life, then we will essentially be able to trigger it that way, because then there will be nobody here. Well, that's just the thing. There it is. Okay. Yep, now he's here. This will actually give us plenty of prep time. Because he's supposed to, I think, spawn in here. Nice. Done. Holy crap, that was actually insane how I did that. Never done that before. Then again, he is the weaker of the variants. But we do have a bell bearing. So that's a bell bearing hunter, by the way. So, as you can probably imagine, what they do. Not a very lovely sight, what they do, but they do it. Alright. So now that we got that done, technically we can go to the round table hold to give our bell bearing to the husk and get stuff from that. I actually want to go over towards here. There's a few reasons why. There's a few spots we can hit up around here to get some items. Yep, fan daggers are pretty cool. Don't really use it very much, but like they are cool. Warming stones are actually really useful. Alright, we can go here. Get this. Nice. Okay, or we could just stand there and get hit. Okay. There's no chest here. Here. Please, just hurry up. Ooh, Great Shield Talisman. Cool. Definitely like to have a talisman that I'm not going to use. Yeah. Yay. Why even bother? Alright. Just rest here. Technically, if we go any further forward, we're actually going to go straight in there. Ideally is where we're supposed to go, but you know, that's not where I want to go. Where we want to go now is here. Oh, actually not here. Whoops. If I do happen to have some death roots, and we can do that. Do some death roots. Hey, Tech. How are you doing, Tanoxis? Oh. Oh, I guess we haven't collected what we needed. Let's... Aram. Oh, we still got that guy that we need to go fight at some point in time. Eventually, we will go fight him. Go to Redmane Castle. I'm doing pretty good. I'm assuming that maybe Infinite's doing good. I don't know. I think she'll respond, if she is.
I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Starscourge Radahn holds Rani's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it'll spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
It's actually kind of crazy with Radahn's story.
Into the fray together. Into the...
Okay, yeah, we exhausted your dialogue.
Champions! Welcome!
Ah, you came. How delightful. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? To think. But be sure
Cool. We basically just did a dialogue skip, I assume, of the entire introduction here.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be. Yeah.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
Yeah, so this is actually insane. From Radahn's story.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Malenia's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry. Oh, gathering of champion, the celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Awesome.
You divested of and howl. You will find General Radon
Yep. So, the story behind General Radon is that he was essentially a guy who aspired to be like his dad, adorning like the same hair color and everything else. His dad didn't really want to have anything to do with the, I don't know, the existence of the entirety of the family, I want to say, and actively sought to remove himself out of the picture in many ways. And even going as far as, like, I would almost want to say, like, disowning his own offspring. But this is going to be a pretty difficult fight for the weapons we do have, so I think what I'm actually going to do... Let's just do this. I want to first see if we can level up our weapons, because we might actually need to. But, yeah, like, he went out of his way to try to seek the approval of his dad by becoming a warrior, destroying many different gods. Caelid also used to be a very different place before it became the place that you see now. A rotted waste field. And... Gasstock spell. Oh, okay. Cool. But the big issue here is that technically there was another at stake that attacked Radon and essentially transmitted the Scarlet Rot, which is... A lot of people like to make the joke that Scarlet Rot is nothing more than space AIDS. It's much more than that, but it does take away the person's sanity and life. And obviously we're the wild card here, because we can either let it consume us or we could just heal ourselves of it. But yeah, he had a fight with his sister, who was called the she goes by different names, but she ended up coming towards him and attacking him, and thus essentially putting the fatal blow that is Scarlet Rot. Oh, we don't have a somber one. Rip. I know where we need to go for that. Oh, space rabies? Yep. Yeah, you can kind of consider as that. He lost his wits as a result. And as you can see, he's also an essential piece because he is part of a quest line that can be very useful for us in terms of unlocking a specific area if we choose to entertain it. Ronnie the Witch actually has a quest line that if we defeat Starscourge Radon, then it will help progress her quest. Because the story behind that is that in order for her dreams, not dreams, but in order for her to essentially fulfill her mission, she needs to have the stars, you know, she needs to have the gravitational force of, like, the world moving and stuff like that to happen. So, you know, she needs stars to come out. And Radon actually decided to do a one-up on that and said, alright, well, if that's the case, then I have one better. How is it that we got locked out? Did we get locked out? There's no way. We got locked out? Oh, rip. Do we have to talk with him again? I'm pretty sure that's what we have to do. We talk with him, I'm pretty sure we'll open the door.
Are you the festival?
Yes. Alright, cool. But yeah.
Before we begin,
We're gonna skip that. But yeah, basically he actually used gravitational magic to literally stop the stars from coming. So Ronnie cannot fulfill her mission as long as he's alive, and even though the Scarlet Rot had completely took away his wits, his mind, he still has enough of his wits to essentially still keep that magic going. So once we stop him, then everything will resume as planned. Kind of crazy to think about that. Alright. So we are there. Alright, summoning pool. This is probably the one and only fight that you're going to ever see like this. And it is a fight that allows you to summon a bunch of allies. We're going to be summoning a bunch of allies to attack him. We're also going to be doing a bit of a strat here. Trying to, at least. Trying to is the key word here. Because the strategy is that you get him far enough away for him to essentially void out. Yeah. Just chilling in 14 for a bit. Nice. Alright. Well, we'll try to beat him in an hour. That's what we'll try to do. Wait, is that my... Is that really my, Oh, my runes. Wait, how did you die here? Wait, where are you? Alright, cool. Alright, we did it. Alright. So now if we come back... There we go. We did it. Alright. There's actually going to be one guy in this pool of summons that's basically going to look at this and say, screw this, I'm out. You'll probably, maybe you'll see it. We're going to let them do their job. And the cool part is, we can continue summoning these guys as many times as we want, I want to say. Yep. Look at this. Watch this. So here's Patches, right? Shows up. And then he's going to take a good look and then just say, you know what, screw this, man. Go on, Patches. You got this. And he's like, nope. He just nopes. It's so dumb. Yep, that's how you stop that. Let's go ahead and bring some more allies. We could just try to cheese this and let as many of these allies as possible come in to fight. Because unlike Patches, who's just a coward, we could try to get the other guys. It's just that they're going to be located in various spots. I cannot believe I actually survived that. Okay. It also doesn't help that this happens. Dang it. Come on, get up there! Oh, rip. Oh, at least he's attacking the other guys. Nice. Okay. We should be okay here. Then if we just move to the side. Yep. There is like an actual method to his madness when it comes to that. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Wow, impressive. Took down General Radon. Jeez. That is, yeah, that was by far the quickest kill. Holy man. Oof. Well, don't get too, I might attempt sleeping in a bit. I accidentally had caffeine earlier, so might not be successful. That's fine. You get to see what happens now after we defeated General Radon. The magic of the literal, I guess, rotation of this world has now proceeded. I don't know. But now we have stars that actually came. I will say it's not that far because I have a bunch of training modules I want to have to do when I wake up tomorrow. For this new job. Red mark been made on the map. Cool. Let me go ahead and we do have to go to one of the this like a certain area here to start summoning people, so that way we can talk with them. There's also a site of grace here that we're gonna go to anyways. That was actually a really quick fight. I am very surprised.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared by Radon and you.
Yeah.
And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radon was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one.
Oh yeah.
The path has now been cleared. To Nokra, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more for Mistress Rani.
That actually is.
Let's meet where we'll go into my only purpose.
That's actually going to be really useful for us because there is an item that we can actually get to a point where we can get a summon from Celibus.
As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine.
Oh,
Who
dang.
could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet. The bodies, who could expect...
Okay. We're good there. Now we could just go here. Cool thing is there is a catacomb we can go down to here. I just don't know if I want to do that. Because, yeah. The catacomb is like way down there, so I have to manually just book it. Where I can just, leave this area. Then come back later. I don't even know if it actually gives us a death route either. So, there's that. Oh yeah, you said you start on Monday. Congrats on getting... Good luck. Yeah. I will say, there's like some parts of it that I really don't like. But it's something. Because I found out with this like independent contracting job, pay could potentially be up in the air. Because it is entirely up to whether or not the customers for this person are going to pay her. So, yeah. But you know what? If she has that many, what she says is true, and she has that many clients under her, then safe to say that she does have people that do pay. So, oh no, I don't actually. You know what? I don't even want to be here. It's fine. We're gonna leave. In fact, it is actually a good time as any to probably stop, because it is pretty late. So let me just go ahead and go to where? Yeah, we're gonna go to the Altus Plateau. We're gonna just at least try to make it into the next area, and then we're gonna call it, because yeah, true. I did I did have as many tools as I possibly can have ready to go, and for what it's worth, I also do happen to have other jobs that I had recently applied to, I guess. I did have a Windows team meeting from another agency for another customer of theirs, which was the hospital, Advent Health, here in Florida. I don't know if it's the same where you live, Infinite Banana Bear, but here we've essentially changed the Florida hospital's name to Advent Health. So there is one. I guess there is a. They're looking for people, and I guess the agency is, well, needing people. So, kind of curious about that one. And I actually would be pretty happy to take that one on, even though that's not going to pay that much more. Like, not going to pay that much more, because that one they were going to push it to a 22 an hour. I'm like, great. All right, please don't come here. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. But yeah, like if I can get that one, that's a 6-month contract. So then we would be like, we'll be good. All right, so I think this is a good enough time as any. You just go ahead and get a little stuff here done, so that way we don't have to worry about it next time we continue. We do have this cave here we can go visit. We're definitely going to visit this area. Woodfolk Ruins. Let me see here. There is that. We can also go back here as well, because there is this entire area that we can do as well. That would be very useful for us. And also, I do not want to make too much progress because we do need to find a different area to also make haste there as well. Because the area we're looking for is going to be in between. Somewhere in between here, something like that. Well, not here, but similarly. So like, oh yeah, it's right here. Here it is. So it's right here. We're actually gonna have to come down here. So it involves us going here. So once we unlock this path, we'll get down here, get the prosthetic for Millicent, and then we can go to Windmill Village to go fight another boss and have her help us. Although we've done a pretty decent job kind of like brute forcing our way through. But yeah, at least for now, this is a good cutoff point. Because it's going to only get, a little bit more complicated as we progress. Ooh, we have enough for 4 levels. Hey. Yeah, that's solid. 4 levels, pretty good. Maybe within like 5 levels, we'll level up dexterity again. Because then at the very least, we can guarantee that we get this so much closer to 60. 60, if you didn't know, for this game, is the soft cap. Any of these, I guess, from strength low and lower, it's all pretty much going to be a soft cap. And I think 80 is the hard cap. Reaching the maximum in this game actually isn't beneficial. It is good because, the higher the stat, the better. But it's not like it's going to give you like a crazy level of difference. So, kind of insane. There we go. We gotta wait for this to click. Yeah. Let me go here so I can read the comments here. Healthcare IT is actually super interesting. Our regional staff hardware techs do a bunch of normal hardware fixes, but you can also get the fun of working in medical without the direct responsibility. Yeah. I've always been very curious about working for hospitals and schools specifically because like from what I've understood, I have people who work, I guess they work for the local, I want to say like state government. With schools, they say they work for the government, but you know, local government, state government, for schools. They get sent to all sorts of schools within the state of Florida, and um, when I hear them talk about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's actually not that bad. Don't you just drive to where you need to go? Um, Sometimes you can chill, other times you're gonna be doing stuff as you normally would." And the only thing that's kind of an issue is the pay, because the pay is historically always been lower than other places, but they say that the only reason why they ever do it is because the benefits outweigh the pay at that point. Plus, you can also get a pension when you work for them for so many years. But with that comes a lot of demanding questions that don't know how to use a computer. Yeah, believe it or not, I actually have about 6 months of volunteer experience that I did during my time in college. That I actually worked for. Well, it was an unpaid. It was more of like an unpaid time, but I volunteered for a homeless healthcare clinic way back, and it was for basically school. It was a capstone project, and basically I had to do some normal tasks. Like if something wasn't connecting to the printer, I had to help them with that. But I always got the chance to be behind the desk, and that was kind of like the cool part. While while the front receptionists were seeing patients, the homeless patients, I was pretty much there. I'm like, yep, I'm here for this, this, and this reason. Go from there. When I would actually show up, I would just show up, walk in, walk through the door, and you're like, oh, interesting. And we had like a nice little office too. It was the people I worked for. It was I guess the president or the director. Yeah, it was the director of the IT department there, and one other guy. So yeah, both of them were really cool guys, and from what I've understood, the director moved on. But yeah, hospitals usually have a better budget for technology since they depend on it, so it's cooler. Schools get zero Monday. Yeah, they get zero Mondays. By the way, if I didn't say that right, they get zero money for technology. So you basically suffer with what you have. Yeah, and honestly, I do believe it's because of the lack of budget. Um, I kind of feel bad for schools in that area. Like I really do want schools to be better, but Department of Education kind of got hacked. So it was just like no money for you because there's lots of it that's being used. So it's already sad enough as it is that teachers basically have to supply money. They basically have to front everything else. Like a lot of the times, teachers don't really get a budget when it comes to classroom stuff like that. From what I understand, depending on the school that you go to, may depend on whether or not you get a discretionary fund or budget for you to work with. But most of the time, you don't. Most of the time, you're the one paying for a lot of it. So, like, if there's stuff that's missing in the classroom, you're the one that's paying for it. If it's supplies, you're the one paying for the supplies. If you want to do extracurricular things or activities with your class, you're the one paying for it instead of the school. I could be wrong, but I do have someone that works as a teacher, and um, he has given me some insight on how that works, and it's really sad. But then again, a lot of how the teachers get paid are heavily reliant on the budgets. So it is what it is. I can go on so many rants about public education, the healthcare system. Yeah, I could go on both. I can go on a rant with both of them too, because both of them are very poor in America. Other countries actually have a better system than we do in either one or the other or both. But life as such, a lot of our issues come from red taping and politics. So it is what it is. But you know it isn't me playing any more of Elden Ring for today. I have to say that this run actually was a bit more docile, I want to say, or at least a bit more temperance. I think that's the word. I don't know. It was a bit more tame. And I kind of like that. I like when we have these like easier runs and we're not just constantly like raging against the machine. If you know, you know. But yeah, solid progress. I'm super surprised that I beat Radon that quickly. Um, did not expect to beat him that quickly. And yeah, I mean it's kind of cool. I usually have a lot of trouble with him. When I go to strength builds with that guy, I had trouble. But also because of how much health we have, I also seen that we are starting to hit some limitations with how far I can progress without leveling it up. So we might need to next time we do it. Maybe it's gonna appear on our one of our random game days. Maybe not. But at some point in time, I will need to look into investing into vigor because that was a clear sign that vigor is going to be our bottleneck going forward, especially since the new area that we are approaching is going to be harder. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please follow the channel. I do other things other than play Elden Ring. I am actually a variety streamer, so I do play other games. Destiny 2 was one of the games I played at one point. I may go back into that. Who knows? Maybe once we beat this game, I may just hop back in that game because I was starting to have fun again with it. But we have new games that we're also playing, and we're having fun with those too. So better than shitty runs? Exactly. Better. It's definitely better than that. Like honestly, it's better to have easy easy runs. It's always good to have that now. I would like to have my sanity instead of completely losing it. But yeah, I do play other games, and who knows, once I start making money again, I may be able to get a membership for Square Enix so I can actually play Final Fantasy 14 again. Though with the little knowledge that I have now, I'm probably going to be playing from the very beginning because I don't even know if they still have my if they still have my progress with the guy I have. But I will say I do have new games that I've added to the wheel. Let me show you that real quick before we leave. So we got a whole new list. Well, we got more on the list, I should say. This real quick. I will say though, I definitely had a blast with Star Wars from yesterday's stream. But let's see in the future if it happens. Yep. Thanks for the content. Have a good night. Good night, my man. Yeah, here. So yep, we have here. Yep, so we got new stuff here. We do have Boxes Lost Fragment. I actually played this on the phone. It's actually a really cool puzzle game. So it really gets the brain going. But as you can see, this list has increased. We have more slots on the wheel. And if you notice, we haven't gotten rid of games that that we've played before. So we may return back to those games at a later time, depending on what the wheel gives us. So that's what I wanted to show you. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good night and see you next time. Bye-bye.